firm did not get bailed out when those giant checks were mailed out and you're feeling low. Stimulate your psyche with an April Fool's Day show. Who cares if we're in a depression and they predict more doom and gloom for this 30-minute session? Let's all pretend we're in a boom. If you're tiring of Obama and the Broncos melodrama and the Limbaugh show, celebrate their follies with an April Fool's Day show. If some harmony with laughter is exactly what you're after, let the spirits flow. Ho, 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 frolic in the follies of our April Fool's Day show. Frolic in the follies of our April Fool's Day show.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am absolutely delighted to tell you that we're honored to have with us today the Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton. Please give her a big welcome. Thanks for coming, Senator Clinton. By the way, did you encounter any sniper fire on the way over here to the DAC?
Well, that's not all that funny. The fact is, this new job of mine is pretty darn dangerous.
Well, we have noticed that President Obama recently sent you to the Middle East and just last week to Mexico. I guess those aren't exactly vacation spots these days.
Tell me about it.
Actually, why don't you tell us all about it?
Obama just told me to fly off to Baghdad. Obama just told me go. I'm sure that he'll ask us to visit Damascus, another hot spot I know. He puts me in harm's way and sends me to towns where snipers abound who shoot in the night. When Obama's calling, hand grenades are falling, wee. I wish that he told me every time he whistles, I face guns and missiles, wee. That guy should have told me those bombs go kablooey, those snipers attack. But there's flak at my back, can't snooze in the night. He'll send me to Gaza. I know it's because of my being his campaign foe. He wants to make damn sure I'm not in New Hampshire applauding his overthrow. This job's a disaster. It causes more strife than Bill's damn love life. Bringing blues in the night. Obama's not right. Bringing blues in the night.
Our next guest is here today to protest the television industry's conversion from analog to digital telecasting. Let's meet Mr. Oscar P. Shrub of Sphinx Park, Colorado.
Hello there.
Thanks for joining us. I understand you're here in response to our public information announcements about the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. You guys make this sound like such a simple process that a monkey could do it. Everything's going to turn out hunky-dory.
And that hasn't been your experience?
Not exactly. I've loved my TV, haven't I? I've lived for TV, haven't I? Why, I've watched network programs since I was a 10-year-old lad. But lately my life in retirement has turned horribly bad. I'm confounded by this conversion, this foul switch to digital from analog. Why, it's an outrage, a gross perversion. I think I'll send my congressman a blog, for I can't watch NBC or Fox unless I buy this little box. I ask them how to hook it up, and they reply, just look it up. And I plead for help, say pretty please, and then they give me one of these, a 10-pound manual writ in Japanese. I poked in the wires tearingly. I stroked the remote caringly. I said a few prayers to Mohammed and Buddha and Tao. The TV came on, and I thought I succeeded somehow. But the picture began to flicker, and Oprah Winfrey quickly disappeared. My wife and I then began to bicker, and things got worse than I had ever feared. As Alice screamed and burst in tears, I wriggled both the rabbit ears and switched the channel once or twice in search of Dr. Phil's advice. And there before my bleary eyes stood someone hard to recognize. My God! Dr. Phil had turned a sickly green. I've had a good life, haven't I? I've had a good wife, haven't I? We've raised some good children and all of us loved our TV. Then digital came, and there's nobody left now but me. I'm confounded by this conversion, this foul switch from digital to analog, or the other way around. It's an outrage, a gross perversion. I've even been abandoned by the dog. The channels all are vanishing. There's just one left, some Spanish thing. I don't see much of Alice now. She bears me so much malice now. I'm taking digitalis now. I miss reruns of Dallas now. I even miss that full dog Scooby-Doo. To feel that TV thrill again, I'd even watch a Gilligan or catch a Sergeant Bilko scene on Mom's old 10-inch Philco screen. On second thought, I think I'll read a book.
Good afternoon. I've got a cough is what I've got. I am P. Walter Fridley, Jr., Director of Public Relations for the Department of the Treasury. Many of you have written in with questions or concerns about this department. And it's true that I'm here today to provide those answers. It's true, for example, that Secretary Geithner has yet to fill 143 positions in the department. The explanation is simple. We haven't been able to find enough people who haven't paid their taxes. You may not know this, but one of Uncle Sam's greatest revenue-raising devices these days has been the appointment of individuals who owe taxes, interest, and penalties to the government. They always pay them immediately when they are appointed. Secretary Geithner himself and former Secretary Tom Daschle come quickly to mind. Now, some of you have pointed out that Willie Nelson owes the government about $25 million in back taxes. Well, rest